Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be having my TBR jar pick my October reads. So I'm sure you guys know how this works, but basically there are 30 prompts in my TBR jar that I wrote, and I'm going to pick a prompt, and whatever that prompt says, I have to pick a book that's on my TBR that matches that prompt. Also, I know that my past few videos have been all TBR related. I promise I have vlogs coming soon. I am a little bit nervous. I'm excited though. I have no idea what I'm going to pull. I am going to try to stick mostly to my physical TBR, but I will pull from Kindle Unlimited if I really don't want to pick anything from here. But without further ado, let's get started. I have no idea how many I'm going to pull. It kind of just depends on what books I pick and how big they are. But this is going to be prompt number 1. Okay. A book over 400 pages? Are you kidding me? This is the first one that I get. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe that I got that as my first one. That's fine. Okay, honestly though, over 400 pages is not that bad. If it were over 500 pages, that would be a lot worse. But okay, immediately I know, like, my Sarah J. Maas, that's gonna be over 400 pages, but that kind of scares me. Looking at, like, my fall TBR, let's see how many pages the Ministry of Time is. Oh, it's definitely not over 400. I think that City of Bones is, yeah, it is over 400 pages. This is an option. I highly doubt any of these ones are. I highly doubt the Cruel Prince is over 400 pages. This does not look very big at all. No, this one's not. Guys, what about The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue? I feel like this one is definitely over 400. Yeah, this one's also over 400. Sunrise on the Reaping over 400. No, it's just about 400, just under. Oh, these as an option, but I think I'm gonna put these off because that scares me. We also have A Little Life, but I'm not sure. Whoa, this book is 800 pages. Okay, wow. Did not know that. Definitely, I'm not going to be picking that up. These are going to be kind of my 2 options. I'm definitely leaning towards The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. This one is on my fall TBR. I've been meaning to read this. The font of this book is very small. Wow. Yeah, I've just been needing to read this one. It says, France 1714, in a moment of desperation, a young woman named Adeline meets a dangerous stranger and makes a terrible mistake. It will be 300 years before she stumbles into a hidden bookstore and discovers someone who can remember her name, and suddenly everything changes again. I've also just heard that this book is really good, so I'm excited about this one. This is going to be my book over 400 pages. Okay, prompt number 2. Let's see what we get. Prompt number 2. On your TBR, the shortest. You guys, I'm not making this up. City of Bones. Okay, so I actually just picked this one up. But I guess I'm gonna be reading it. I just got this book not too long ago. City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. This is technically a reread for me. It's the first book in the Mortal Instruments series. I'm sure you guys all know about this. There's these things called like shadow hunters. It's like this whole fantasy world. I believe this is YA. But it looks like we are starting the Mortal Instruments series. Book number 3. I don't know why this is so scary. Book number 3. A one-word title. Ooh, okay, this one's interesting. So immediately I know we have Misery by Stephen King. This is definitely going to be a high contender on the list. Also have Caraval. But I'm like, do I want to start another series? Probably not. But that is an option. Also have It by Stephen King. But that's a very big book and that scares me. So I don't think I want to read that one. I have Ignited down here as well. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see what we have on the back. I honestly haven't really been looking at the back, but I don't think we have any on the back either that are one-word titles. We could pick Misery, It, or Caraval. I think those are the only options actually, which is kind of surprising, but I'm definitely gonna go with Misery. This is also on my fall TBR. All of these books have been so far, but this will be my first Stephen King. This one basically follows this writer, and she has this huge fan, and she abducts him. And it follows you along as she has him, like, in her house. Sounds very scary. It's the perfect time to read it. I feel like I have to read this during the Halloween season. So this is going to be the winner for my one-word title. 4th prompt. I definitely feel like I'm wanting something a little bit lighter. Continuing a series. No. No, you guys. The only book that I have on here is A Court of Wings and Ruin. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Yeah, no, that's not happening. We're gonna go to my Kindle because I am not picking this book up right now. If you think I'm reading A Court of Wings and Ruin with all these other books, you're crazy. You're crazy. Okay, for this prompt, I'm going to read The Housemaid's Secret by Frida McFadden. This is the second book in the Housemaid series. I read the first book a few months ago and I really, really enjoyed it. And again, it's like perfect for this season. It's on my fall TBR. This one will actually be really good because it will be a very quick read. I'm gonna pick like one or two more, I think, because I do have a couple books in mind. I'm gonna try to get one at like the bottom. Okay. Same letter as my first name. So a book that starts with I. Oh man. Again, See It. Why? It's like the same books like keep coming up. Let's see. I don't think any of these start with I. Ignited, I could read this. That's an option. Ooh, we also have I'm Glad My Mom Died. That is definitely an option if I can get it out. I didn't even think of this one. Those might be the only two that start with an I. I think those are the only two. You guys already know what I'm about to pick. I'm going to be reading I'm Glad My Mom Hello? I'm going to be reading I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jennette McCurdy. This one I've had on my shelf for a little bit. This blew up so like 2 years ago or 3 years ago at this point. But yeah, it's just a memoir of Jennette McCurdy. If you don't know, she was on iCarly. And I've heard that this book is very heartbreaking, but this is kind of the only memoir that I have on my shelf. I've just heard that this is amazing. I also know that she's coming out with a fiction book, like her first piece of fiction work, which is really interesting as well. But I'm Glad My Mom Died is going to be on my TBR for this month. Okay, I'm gonna do one more and then we're gonna call it a day. Okay, let's hope that this is a good one, you guys. Okay, this one's tiny. AI Chooses. Wait, this one's really fun. So I'm going to take a picture of my bookshelf and have ChatGPT pick what one it sees for me to read. This will be fun. This is a fun one. Okay, let's see what it says. It says The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Wait, that's a good one. AI, know what's up. Okay, The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I have been also really wanting to read this book. I feel like it's very overdue. Honestly, I don't even know that much about this book. I can't even lie. But I know it's like it was so popular. It's basically about this woman. Her name's Evelyn Hugo. And I think that she decides she's going to like talk about her entire life. Like sit down and just talk about the crazy life that she had. I'm very excited. This was such a good pick, AI. Wow. Okay, so that is my October TBR. I will go through all these books with you guys really quick. For a book over 400 pages, we have The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. The book that I most recently bought, we have City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. A book with a one-word title, we have Misery by Stephen King. To continue a series, we have The Housemaid's Secret by Frida McFadden. A book that starts with the same letter as my name, I have I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jennette McCurdy. And then finally, AI Chooses, we have The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. So those are the books that I'm going to be reading this month, hopefully. I have a couple other ones that are also on my radar just for like the Halloween season. But if you guys have any recommendations of more prompts that I should add into the jar, let me know because I'm definitely going to need more. But this was very fun and it's a great way to try to get through my physical TBR. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know which of these I should read first, and there will definitely be some reading vlogs coming soon, as well as some normal vlogs, just fall themed vlogs. But thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.